Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Fiona and I'm a mom of 3 and a yoga teacher. I vlog all about pregnancy, birth, breastfeeding and yoga and parenting, and today I want to talk about being pregnant and giving birth during a pandemic. So this is something that I am very aware about, both on a personal level and as a yoga teacher, because I have been teaching moms-to-be for over a year now online during the pandemic. So there's just a few different things and tips that I thought maybe I'll share with you as well that might help you on your journey. But before I get stuck in, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, and then once you've watched this video, and if you like it, then to give it a like as well. So to get stuck in, I'm going to give you 5 tips today that I feel are useful for being pregnant or birthing during a pandemic. Number 1, if you can, please research the option of home birth. This is a really genuinely fantastic option for you if you're a low risk pregnancy, because firstly, you are guaranteed your partner at home if you're birthing at home. Obviously, if you have a transfer, that's different, but chances are, you will have all your labor and your birth and your postpartum at home. You can have your partner, you can have your mother, your neighbor, you can have anyone you want in your house while you're birthing at home, obviously along with your home birth midwife and your second midwife. So if you're worried about not having your partner with you for the duration of the birth, which is unfortunately the situation in Ireland still now after 16 months of lockdown and everything, even with the healthcare workers vaccinated, even with all that we know now about COVID and how to prevent getting it, this is still the situation, unfortunately. So if this is your situation now, that you're planning a pregnancy or you are currently in the early days of pregnancy, please give the option of home birth. Just research it, just make it an option, because having personally had 3 home births, I would definitely recommend it. And I just feel it's a really underutilized option, and it's a fantastic one for so many reasons. I will link a video now for why we chose to home birth, and one of my home birth videos that I'll link as well, just because it's such a great option if that is a worry for you, and it will just take out that worry and that anxiety. And there are so many other benefits to home birthing, but during a pandemic, the main benefit is that you will have your partner with you at all times. Number 2, I would recommend that you hire a doula. Now, especially if you can't avail of the option of home birth, a doula is a fantastic way to have an extra supporter with you at home. Also, at the moment, obviously, the doulas aren't allowed to the hospitals, but they will be with you at home. They will help you with preparation. They will help you, post-birth, and they're just really great supporter. They understand birth and they will advocate for you on so many different levels and help you through your journey. So I really would recommend hiring a doula if you're having a home birth, but especially if you're having a hospital birth, because they will really help you with everything to do with birth. I just highly recommend hiring a doula. Number 3 would be to stay at home during early labor for as long as you can. Now, hiring a doula will really help you to be able to do that. And also educating yourself, the usual, taking yoga classes, taking, birth workshops, reading up and understanding as much about birth as possible, and all the comfort measures that you can use during, early labor that will help you to stay calm and control and really strong and, capable during, the early labor, which can be quite long and can be quite challenging, So doing that, so staying at home for as long as you can. Also, your partners, the more that they know about birth and they can help you during that early stage of labor, the better as well. Tip number 4 would be, in the early days, I would really recommend that you get a private scan if you can. This will eliminate the chances of you being on your own during a scan, especially maybe the first or second scan that you get. Because just from personal experience, the thing that you do not want to do is to be left on your own in hospital, getting bad news or, confusing or, not 100% clear images and stuff like that on your scan. So you want to have your supporter by your side, and unfortunately right now the only way to ensure that is if you get a private scan. I personally think it is worth the money. I wish that I had done that and I didn't last November when I got bad news during a scan on my own in hospital. So really, if you can, go for a private one, and there are lots of options in Ireland for that. Tip number 5 is to tap into all the supports that are available online to you right now. For example, obviously your pregnancy yoga or your pregnancy Pilates or whatever you feel drawn to doing, that will help you physically, emotionally, mentally to prepare for birth. I'm teaching pregnancy yoga now. I've been teaching it for years, like 6 or 7 years, and since lockdown I've been teaching it online, and it's absolutely amazing the sense of community and the supports that the mothers to be can give each other in that space. So I would recommend doing that, highly recommend it, especially one where you have like the option to interact with the other mums in the group, because that's just so invaluable. I think especially when you're quite isolated at home, when you're not meeting other people who are pregnant or can't go to like obviously in-person classes at the moment. So to tap into those supports, I would include your breastfeeding support here as well, because there are so many online groups right now and they're free and they're an amazing way to prepare for breastfeeding as well, which is often overlooked, especially I think for first time moms. And I think it's so important, especially when during the early days you'll probably be on your own for a lot of the time. Having that support beforehand, understanding as much as you can and getting all the numbers and the contact details of the breastfeeding supporters like during your pregnancy is really good idea. So there you have it, just 5 simple tips that I really wanted to share with you, because I feel from a personal, experience and also from having taught so many people over this past year that just these little things might help you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you have, and share as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care.